have a very brief update on the impact fees, just as what's taken place since the last time that we'd heard it in Committee of the Whole. And Chip Vinson will take care of that for us. Chip.
Thank you, Council President Zwicker. Council members, for the record, Chip Vincent from Community and Economic Development. As Council President Zwicker indicated, since we last met and discussed the impact fee ordinance on September 10th at the Committee of the Whole, and then subsequently had our public hearing in front of the City Council that same evening, we've had the opportunity to meet with the Development Community Special Interest Group to identify and work out one last issue. And that issue was they wanted an additional way that the liens could be applied to the individual lots. Specifically, they wanted to have the ability to file liens all at once between the time of preliminary and final plat application. As the ordinance was originally written, the liens for delay or deferral of impact fee collection would have been put on the property at the time of building permit application. This allows the developers one other option, and that is to file liens on all of the lots being created prior to final plat. So that's a second option that's in the ordinance that's before the council this evening that wasn't in the original ordinance when we brought it to you on September 10th. So with that, I would like to answer any questions you might have.
Questions from council?
Just one. So it's the developer's option then?
Yes.
Okay. And so this gives them an option that's just administratively more straightforward for them.
Yeah.
Okay.
The real difference is, well, a couple things. Number one, the timing. They would be, if they're doing this between preliminary and final plat, it could be, the liens could be filed years in advance of the building permits being taken out on the individual lots. So there's a timing issue there. The second issue, it allows them to record liens on all the lots under one application prior to final plat. So it's a lot easier to do it all at once than to do a lien on each lot individually at the time of building permit.
Okay. Oh, I guess I have one more question, if I may.
Go ahead,
Randy. Yeah. I just realized, so presumably whenever they pay the impact fee, that locks down what the impact fee is, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of an interesting point. Impact fees go up and down with time, and so to some extent they want to lock in whenever they perceive that fee to be.
And this proposal does not do that. This only locks in the lien. The impact fees are a process and a procedure and considered non-vesting. So when somebody files for liens, they still have to pay whatever the fee is at the time of building permit issuance.
Okay.
So
okay,
this doesn't allow them.
Always going to be. It's always going to be the fee as of building permit issuance.
Exactly.
Okay.
Under land use law, you can vest to development regulations, which are your zoning, your setbacks, your bulk standards, but you can't vest to processes and procedures, and fees are considered a process and procedure.
Do we have a way to assure that they understand that? We can make sure that when they do the lien filing and everything, they understand that those fees might go up or down each year. They could get reset.
Sure. I mean, I'm sure we haven't developed the forms yet, but we'll put a disclaimer on there. And I'm looking at Larry to remind me when we do the form that we will want to do that to make sure they're aware that the fee for the impact fee will be whatever the fee is at the time of building permit issuance, and not at the time that the lien is filed on the property.
And would that be true for the school district impact fees as well as,
yes,
as the ones we're talking about? Okay, yeah, that'd be good. Okay, good. That's all the questions I have.
Any other questions? Like I said, we heard this a couple weeks ago. I have a committee report and unfinished business that reads impact fees update. The Committee of the Whole recommends concurrence with the staff recommendation to adopt an impact fees update with fees set well below the rates justified in the report. Rate study for impact fees for transportation, parks, and fire protection, dated August 26, 2011. The fee increases will be phased in over 3 years, beginning in 2014. The committee further recommends that the ordinance regarding this matter be presented. I will go ahead and sign and submit this committee report, and it will come up again in unfinished business. With that, we adjourn over to the council conference room for a meet and greet with the Renton School District. Thank you.
Excellent.